And joining me now is Senior Congress Leader and Karnataka Minister Dinesh Gundu Rao. Mr. Rao, thank you so much for speaking to NDTV. The Karnataka High Court, in its order, has said that Governor Thawar Chand Gehlot, and to quote this order, did apply his mind in abundance, and that the order, which is essentially of sanctioning prosecution, does not suffer from any non-application of mind. It also goes on to say that there is no fault in the governor's actions. The facts narrated need investigation. This certainly is a huge setback for your party, the government and the Chief Minister. What next legally?
See, the governor's behavior is very clear. He is behaving in a manner which is unbecoming of a governor. Every other day he's writing letters to the government saying, I want to report on this, I want to report on that. So it's very clear that he's got a political agenda, including this, including the issue of this particular case. We are seeing every day the way he is behaving. So that is something that I think is very, very clear to the people of Karnataka also, how the governor is behaving. Now, the second part is what next? See, whatever the High Court judgment is there, of course, we respect the judiciary, but we have many other options, and our Chief Minister will exercise those options, and the legal options will be decided as and when he sits and talks with his with the lawyers and other legal experts.
Okay, and sir, Mr. Siddaramaiah's lawyers had argued that the decision of the governor violates principles of natural justice, adding that it does grave reputation damage, also said that it will lead to disruption of governance and political destabilization. Now, with the prosecution having been sanctioned, how will governance really continue?
In fact, the High Court has not sanctioned, given permission for any prosecution. The High Court has given permission to investigate the matter. So there's nothing else more than an investigation that has to start. But what is very clear is why we are saying this is destabilization, is that the central government, we know what they're doing, how they're using Raj Bhavans, how they're using agencies to destabilize any opposition government in the country today. And that's amply clear to everybody. So this is a part of their political agenda. It's a conspiracy which they hatch. They use the Raj Bhavan, they use the media, they use the agencies, they create a story, then it is propagated all over. And they want the administration to get derailed in Karnataka because our government is doing a good job. We have implemented all our guarantees that we had promised the people, and we are every day concentrating on development works. So they want this administration to be derailed. And the Chief Minister, who is very popular, the most popular leader in Karnataka, and his pro-poor programs, social justice programs, are creating a huge impact. So how to derail the state and how to use this to create a news that the Congress government is corrupt and the Congress Chief Minister is corrupt. So this message across the country is propagated. So this is a strategy which they use, and we are going to face this head on. We are not going to be backing off. We will take this head on. We are very sure Chief Minister has done no wrong. It was a land which was gifted to his wife by his brother, and in lieu of that, compensation was given by the BJP government, not our government. When Chief Minister was in power, for 5 years, he didn't take a decision on this particular file because he was in power. Though this matter was pending in front of him, his wife had applied for this land in front when he was Chief Minister. But as long as the entire 5 years, he didn't take a decision. It was when the BJP was in power, which they gave this compensatory land to the Chief Minister's wife. So he is above board. So you want to create some story that CM is corrupt and CM is, you are misusing his powers. He's not misused any power. There's not a single signature of his on any file where he is recommending this case. So what are we talking about?
Okay. But for how long will the Congress continue with this conspiracy theory of BJP trying to malign its political opponents? Because this was the Karnataka High Court. You got no relief from there. So how can you really talk about political conspiracies here?
See, court is now, the matter in front of the court was two things. One was whether the governor has got a right to allow for an investigation or based on a private complaint. That was one matter. And the second matter was whether the Chief Minister be prosecuted. So on one matter, the High Court has not given permission for the prosecution. The second matter, the High Court has said that yes, there is some issues over here that needs to be investigated. So you can't jump to any conclusion when the things have to be investigated. So legally, what has to happen, we will see in the future. And we are not on the back foot. We are going ahead with our programs. We are going ahead with our works. And the intention of the government, the intention of the central government and the BJP is to hamper the good work that the Congress party is doing and to defame our leaders and create a bad image of our leaders. So I think we are not worried. We are confident of our Chief Minister. We are all with him. And we're going to take this without any sense of fear or any sense of apprehension.
The Congress party had projected Mr. Siddaramaiah as 100% clean chief minister. You're also saying that this leads to bad image. There is an effort by the BJP, as you said, to create bad image. So do you think the image of the chief minister is being impacted?
See, the people of Karnataka know, that what Mr. Siddaramaiah is. He has been in power as chief minister for 5 years earlier. He's back as chief minister. He's been deputy chief minister. They know his nature. They know his politics. And they know he's never been after money. He's never been after making properties. Or if he wanted to do all that, then he could have amassed huge amounts of wealth. So with Mr. Siddaramaiah is one of those exceptional politicians who is, loved by the poor people. And people know. So, of course, you're exactly right that the intention of the BJP is to somehow besmirch his name, to create confusion and to create doubt in people's mind. And that is the intention. And that is the politics today that is being played out across the country. You had Mr. Kejriwal in jail, you had Mr. Soren in jail, they're targeting Revant Reddy, they're targeting Stalin. Why is all the opposition party chief minister, Mamata Banerjee, whoever it may be, are being targeted by agencies, by the courts, by the Raj Bhavans? So this is happening across the country.
Okay, my last question to you, sir. The BJP says that because the investigation will begin, pending investigation, the chief minister must resign because as someone who holds that office of the chief minister, he can influence investigation.
See, this is a typical playbook that is being played out. Part of a playbook that you first get this kind of thing to be opened up, and then you say now he has to resign. Why should the CM resign? He has done no wrong.
All right.
He has done nothing wrong. So there's no need to resign. If there's going to be an investigation, let there be an investigation. That will be decided later on. But whatever happens, there's no question of resignation. Our Chief Minister will continue. He will be our CM and he will continue to administer the state.
All right. Dinesh Gundu Rao there. Thank you so much for speaking to NDTV.